Hey, Fix It Friends, it's Fix It with Fran back with another book recommendation for toddlers, maybe even babies for this one. Stay tuned. I want to give a big hey to my Fix It friends, and to anyone that's new here, please do hit that like and notification button because I will give y'all these book suggestions every weekend going forward. So if you want this kind of content, this kind of information, make sure you have those notifications on and that you are a Fix It friend subscriber. Now let's talk more about this book. Hey, Fix It friends. This is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. And I am back with another, well, it's not Saturday, it's Sunday at this point, book selection and my recommendations of some of the best books for toddlers. And y'all, I'm going to keep it 100,000 with y'all. I sat down last night, I recorded or at least had done the pictures of this back like earlier in June, like on the 19th that weekend. And for whatever reason, last night, I remember my husband gave me a kiss goodnight and said he was going to sleep. And that's all I remember, y'all. So I was up and had planned on finishing the edit for this, but yeah, life on life's terms. So I have changed it where I still wanted to come back and give y'all this video, but let's just say going forward, it'll be every weekend that you'll get one of these selections, because if it doesn't happen on Saturday, I'm still going to come and give y'all something, because y'all know accountability is important to me if you've been watching this channel. And if you're new, if you're a mom or a parent who checked this out because you want to know more about this video, please do like and subscribe and get the notifications, because there will be a new video coming every weekend. So my little girl now is almost 3. Oh my gosh. I realized this in conversation with somebody this past week, and she loves stories. So she'll sit down, and she looked at this book when we got it, and she said, "Oh, Once Upon a Time." And I love just, again, having books and options for her to read. So this is the inside of the book. I'll start back over too and tell y'all that I got this from Target. I love my Target like I love my Amazon. And it came up really because it was an offer for, I don't know, like some kind of book deal or book combination. And I ended up ordering, I think you might have gotten $5 off or something, like if you got a minimum purchase. So I got this and then 2 copies of the, what is it called? Not Color Wonder, but the little Color Magic coloring books. But I just got 2 of the Moana ones to make it easier. I'll go back to my order and do a screenshot so y'all can see the books that I'm talking about. And maybe it'll tell me what the deal was too. But this came delivered straight to my house. So again, I think you can pick this up in store. And I've seen books like this in Costco as well as at Sam's Club. So you can find this a couple of different places. But of course, it was attractive to me because it had Moana and the other Disney princesses. And I've told y'all, Monica is all about some Disney and some princess magic. So if you look through, it has a lot of the main characters. So there's Moana, Belle, Pocahontas, The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Tangled, Mulan, Sleeping Beauty, The Princess and the Frog, Brave, Snow White, and Cinderella. I think that's all the stories, yes. So Monica and I were looking at Moana, and I'll put in some of the pictures of that. I think I was trying to get a recording, but Monica was not feeling it. And then I missed too where she was sitting down and reading some of this and talking. So again, what I love to do with my daughter is going through the different books and reading and kind of having an animated voice, letting her talk about the pictures, talk about the different characters. And even now, since we're looking at things like Moana, we may talk about the movie or things that she remembers, all in the course of reading the story. So here lately, like I mentioned, she'll open the book and she'll go, blah, 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 and they were working, and then they picked up, and it's heavy. So she literally will make up all kinds of stories, or she may remember some threads of what we talked about. But I love this too, because now that she's gotten older and she has more of an attention span, she is going on 3 years old. She likes story time. She likes to sit down and cuddle with a book. It's perfect for that. Again, great imagery, great vivid. I mean, look at even the depth in the picture of the field of sunflowers. Great artistry in the illustrations, as well as, you know, just expanding on the stories that they may already be familiar with a little bit from watching the movies. So it gives more character depth too. And then I find that when we watch the movies again, we're having more conversations. So always building on that language development, conversations, talking about different parts of the book. And it's one where, for us parents who have been reading nighttime or bedtime stories, it gives you more literature to work with. It gives you more material to where you're not reading the same 10, 15-page board book every night. I am happy about that, let me tell you. And two, if you have a child like mine who's already kind of picked their favorite and decided that they like Moana and Ariel, it exposes them to some of the other characters. I would say I thought a lot about this too in the weeks that I was planning to do this video. And even though it's a princess book, I think this could be fine for both genders. A lot of kids watch both the movies. A lot of kids like watching Disney movies. They may watch the princess movies. They may watch the superhero movies, whatever. And for something like this, they, again, getting to the characters that they like, getting to hear more stories, just more exposure and language development as far as all of that goes. I think it's important for little boys and little girls. So even though it's a princess book, y'all, if you have multiple kids, if you have a little boy that wants to hear princess stories, let him hear the stories. It's going to help him in the long run. And that is pretty much my rundown of this book. As it says here, you can join in on the fun as the Disney princesses go on their latest enchanting adventures. Each story in this collection is ideal for reading aloud in just 5 minutes. 5 minutes, y'all. That's the key part. Perfect for bedtime, story time, or anytime. And I ended up getting more than one of these. So this is the copy that they sent me as a replacement. My first one came in and the corner was crushed, and I was kind of sad about that. So as always, I let them know in the app if there's an issue with any order, and they sent me out this new one, which came in pristine condition. So the other one, they said I could donate it, throw it away, keep it. Because it's already beat up, it will probably be a book that goes in Monica's holder in the back seat of my car, so that road trip and stuff like that, we have a longer book for her to be entertained with. And it's already beat up, so no harm, no foul if it gets dropped again or whatever happens in the course of it being toted around in my car. As always, y'all, this is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. There are a lot of these 5-minute storybooks. I think I have some other ones, or one that I picked up from either Red, White, and Blue or Goodwill. So I'll check that out if I haven't shown y'all that already. And I like these. So as I was wrapping up, I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun here on the channel. And I truly believe God has given us all gifts and talents that can fix some problem that exists in the world. While we may not be able to fix everything, I want to remind and encourage you to remember that we can all fix something. And sometimes with our kids, it's just fixing it with a quick little 5-minute story. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If you have any other books that you'd like me to check out and give a quick review for y'all, you can put that down below too. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you next time. Here are some of the images when I was going through the book with Monica the day that we initially got it. So it was bedtime. We were sitting down reading. And I mentioned too that this may be a good book for babies, because if you're a parent, I did a lot of reading to Monica even in the womb before she was, out here to touch and play and interact. But just getting them to hear your voice, hearing words, developing their language that way initially is great to do. So I would say this is a book that would be good for toddlers and babies if you want to check it out. I also love the fact that because this book has so much content and levels of text and just language, this is a book that can grow with them over the years. I could see Monica reading this until she's like 7, 8 years old even. And right now she's 3, or about to be 3. So that's given us a good 5, almost 6 years of reading out of one book. Another great reason to have a book like this in your collection. That pretty much wraps up my review of this book. I would recommend it for anyone that wants to grow their child's library and have a book that can grow with them over the years. This even goes into the category of one of my recommendations for babies or parents with very young newborns that you just want to read to a little bit more. So on that note, I'll wrap it up finally. It's Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. On this channel, I like to leave you with some encouragement, and I truly do believe God has given us all gifts and talents that can fix some problem that exists in the world. While we may not be able to fix everything, while we are up against a lot of challenges in today's world, I want to remind and encourage you to remember that we can all fix something. So till next time, I pray you would find that thing and fix it. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you next week.